Hey there, folks. Today I thought I'd point out what a using phenomenon. Alright, so this morning I had wound care. Quick review. I have wounds on my feet that don't heal because of my diabetes. Ain't that fun? So that means I gotta go to the health center twice a week for them to change the bandages on my feet. So, this morning, Julian and I got a very slow start. Me, because I didn't realize how bad I needed to pee until I stood up, so that delayed us. And him, because he has back pain from a particularly rough ride on the SkyTrain, apparently. Isn't aging fun? You get to find out that things that you've done a million times now injure you, because, as it turns out, that entire time that you were doing the thing, you were actually becoming injured, but then healing from it, and you didn't know. And now you know. I swear, by the time I'm 70, should I live that long, I'm just going to be wrapped in bubble wrap all the time. It's like, absolutely anything could kill me. Sorry. I'll go around to one of those giant human hamster balls. There. Nothing can get at me in here. Anyhow, so we were running late. So my appointment was at 11:30 a.m. and I arrived at about 11:35. And of course, I'm very stressed out because I absolutely hate being late. Being late drives me nuts. It's just a thing with me. I feel like if I'm late, I always feel like I failed on a personal level. Just roll that around in your head for a minute or two. Anyhow, so I get in there and I rush past the receptionist, Megan. Hi, Megan. And whatnot. And I sit down, and then I'm sitting there at 11:35 and waiting for the nurse to come out. And just as I'm right about to think to go from the waiting room to the particular part of the health center where I get my wound care and ask, that the nurse finally shows up. So what you had was double lateness. I was running late, but then she ran late. Later than me. And that's a funny situation for me, because when someone is late, you want to get mad, right? And be like, oh, how dare they, I have stuff to do, things like that. But, I mean, I was late. So my moral position was kind of compromised, I've been in this situation before, and it's funny. And there's something about being late that makes it especially galling when the other person is late, as though in your mind you think that the bonus you get from being late is not having to wait for the other person. I mean, they should be waiting for you, right? Now, that's not remotely just or fair, but that is how it tends to happen, at least in my mind. I find myself going, how dare they be late? I was late, that means they should be on time. I also have an official policy, semi-official policy, that that if you're within 5 minutes of the time, you're not late. I believe in a 5-minute grace period. So that's kind of how my therapist gets away with it. He rarely phones me at exactly 1 p.m. on Thursdays. It's more like 1:05. Some people just have trouble with punctuality. Some people have, I swear, an instinct that says it's unsafe to be predictable. And if people know when you're going to show up, that's predictable. So And the thing about being late is that late is late. Once you're late, it actually takes the pressure to be on time off because you're late. And late is late, so it doesn't matter once you're late how late you are. I mean, obviously it does matter, but for some people, that's why they're late all the time. Because once you're late, then the pressure is off. And some people react really adversely to pressure. At least that's how me and the rest of the therapy group figured out when we were all analyzing one member of the therapy group who was always late. Anyhow, so yes, double late makes me irate. See, it even rhymes. I guess that's all for me for today, folks. I will talk to you nice people again tomorrow. Bye-bye.